#1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He's going to take a chance, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Just seconds into this game, we already have a turnover and haven't even snapped one from scrimmage. Great place to start for this offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Washington wants to go quickly. Quick completion to the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Ncaa. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Fit it in the window for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
7. Got out of trouble and throws. Wide open downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game right now. It's paying off.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. Unleashes it. Pulls it in. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking left. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, let him go get it.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Washington right back to the line. defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. Under fire. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Going over the top. He's got it on the outside. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
With the catch, it's Washington. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Husky. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
is going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Still looking, on the move. Got it in the middle, it's Boston. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. He wants to throw it. Backs looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short.
Strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the
now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into a 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down. The one play not only to get the football, but to grip the field position with the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Pocket breaking down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Washington trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. On the run deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Tigers are in the hurry-up. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
He'll take another shot here. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night. And the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Racing to the right. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Punch it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. DB's right up on the receivers. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stokes. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football...
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After after giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Fires it incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Defense bow down to Washington. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Coleman. It's
just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback making checks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Card in the backfield. It's Harris. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This offense has it with really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here comes the heat. Grab near the sticks. It's fired. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kennesaw State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Owls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Oh, vision. Can they catch it? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Trying play action. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Got a man in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Just keep slinging it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards in the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Bring in the heat. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Keeps looking downfield. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get after the quarterback, that play relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson in big-time success.
Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Huskies in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskies!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to take a shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He'll be
job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Washington right back to the line. Yankee blue. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Gets the back moving. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. It's saying a little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Husky. And the stomping has commenced.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Stokes. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first of the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He makes a catch. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Clemson is quick to the line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammate.
He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Dynasty. That score will give him a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in San Marcos. They'll enjoy this one all week. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that's certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely...
Makes the grab on the big throw. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw route.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throws to the tight end. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So the best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Washington.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Ncaa. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Clemson. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. Is putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air on first down. Extending the play. Gets rid of it. Tosses it incomplete.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing It's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. To the air, it's Ncaa. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. It's not the greatest thing to be behind, but if you are, you might as well have a little time on your side and great field position. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right. If you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Getting set for the point after. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nevada was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Reno. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A busy day in the Mountain West and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man, it's Harris. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Hits the open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback adapting. On the move, he fires. And they dialed up a shot claim and then couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stokes. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on the defense.
Wants to throw on third down. Here's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up fourth down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Going for 6. It's